That's right. It's time for Victor Allen's New Sports. With Victor Allen's specially unique fan-based neo-wave review of sports, written and directed by the bald-headed black man, the man that ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Rub his head and make a wish. It's your chance. Sports bras and jock straps. Because it's time for Sports People! Yeah! Sports, damn it!
Listen, you know this is the only time you yell that loud in this building. You know that, right?
Because my woman ain't here.
Right. Yes, right. Okay. All right, you guys, you know what I'm doing? It's a little flip on sports. Not reporting what happened over the weekend as much as highlighting it maybe in some form of conversation. Ooh, I know. Everybody's going like, talk about my Steelers. Talk about the playoffs. Okay, baseball playoffs. All the favorite teams are winning. Duh. All right, go Dodger Blue. Got that out the way. Also, NFL, something you haven't seen already. I know you want me to repeat it again. No, not yet. I'm going to talk about one. Well, I always say, don't you want to see the athletes' spending habits, things that you go, are these smart individuals? Are they strategic? It's a section called I Bought That. But before we do that, Mario, we live in an age of diversity. Would you agree to some degree?
Yes, Vic. You can have sex with a lot more nationalities.
There goes the sex again.
There's diversity in there.
Yeah, right. We also
There's more porn. You can get porn with it all.
See, I'm trying to get him off. Okay. Something about the rotation of sex.
I'm old, Vic. It's nothing but memories.
Are you trying to take Hugh Hefner's position?
I'm having a flashback this morning, Vic.
You keep having it.
1985.
I'm not going to do it. Some people going like, man, 85? You know how
you were there, Vic.
All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm separating these two groups in what I call the best all-time two-sport pro performers, not just athletes. Because when I actually went to look around at a lot of the athletes, it's amazing what they did at the college and university level, but once they had to go to pro, the conditions are, depending on the period and the time you were in. Typically what happens, Mario, is they go, well, it's too hard to do two sports. And then it's in, and then it's out, and then it's in again, and now it's out. But it'll come back because we're going to have some athletes that are just going to be unbelievable in what they do with their physical talents. So I put up a group, and we're just going to go quickly through them, the names and the two sports that they're considered professional performers. Some are closely associated. I think the respect goes to the one you feel represents the best or greatest athlete performing at a pro level. So we're just going to quickly go through the names and then come back and you tell me, you know what? Let's go to that one. That one means a lot because it's what you remember. And then after that, we're going to go to the exclusive period, pre-1950, when the best were the best, but they didn't let everybody in. So let me do this. I'm going to start with the age of diversity, snowboarding, Shaun White, skateboarding, snowboarding. He has been a champion in both areas, closely associated, but separate and distinct. Okay?
They are different, but similar skills, but different.
Yes, absolutely. Let's quickly go to the other one. Let's keep going because I believe you'll be shocked by some and some you won't. Mookie Betts, Boston Red Sox champion. He part-time PBA Pro Bowler. Now that's a total separate.
Yeah.
Total. I didn't even know this, man. I didn't know how serious he was. Now, yeah, you've seen him in celebrity bowling tournaments where they have fun and everything, but he is really good. He does it part-time. Just letting you know. All right, let's go to the next. Keep it going because it's a few. Mario remembers this period. Herschel Walker. NFL Olympic bobsled.
Oh, I forgot the bobsled.
Yeah, you forgot. Now, how well did he perform? That leaves it up to you. And the athleticism more so than the technique. But Mario, would you get in the bobsled? I'm not sure.
No.
No, you would. You already said no. All right. No. All right, here goes the next. This one I grew up on. I remember Bob Hayes, NFL. He was damn good in the NFL, and he was a Olympic 100-meter meter gold medal winner.
He was like the first of the sprinters. To make that transition to pro football.
Yes, he is kind of what you call the torch bearer, and when you look at it that way, just didn't have all the highlights to go with it, and a lot of people haven't seen it because it goes back a ways. Let's go to present day where we're familiar with the potential. Bo Jackson, NFL running back, cut short because of the injury, traumatic injury, but he was a deliverer in baseball as well. He was good, but he had a short-lived career injury. Let's go to the one that most people are familiar with, Deion Sanders, NFL multi-champion Super Bowl on different teams. He was that good, prime time, and played Major League Baseball. He was pretty decent in baseball, but overshadowed by his championships in the Super Bowl. I'm going to go to the next. Michael Jordan. Everybody knows NBA, Major League Baseball. When you set the bar so high, they expect you in baseball to kind of do the same. They try. Now let's just go quickly. This is the highlight of what I call the age of exclusivity. Yes, there's a woman in this, Babe Didrikson Saharis, pro golfer, Olympic gold decathlete. Can't be mad. It's amazing that women at that time could be recognized for that. She was athletic. I give it to her. And then the final one, just in our age of exclusivity, Native Indian, Jim Thorpe, NFL and Olympic decathlete. Now, I put those two in there because they're recognized for that period of time, and I can't really comment on it. I just know at that pre-1950, not everybody was allowed to participate. So did you have your greatest athletes? No. So it's an asterisk, but I'll leave it up to everybody else. So Mario, who are you impacted with from the list at the top? If you go,
Jim Thorpe was there even when I was young. We don't think of him as much now because so much time has gone by.
Right. Native Indian.
But he was a native Indian and had to deal with a lot of bigotry because of that. Also played some pro football too.
Right.
In early years. Didn't make any money.
Right.
But
he was allowed to do it.
Exactly.
Under duress, where many were not allowed at all.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I can be impacted by him for that, and I give him that because I can't argue it. I wasn't there, and he did not flourish the way others did economically.
Well, even sports did not even really exist in that way at that time.
Right.
That he was coming up, so that's all part of it
right.
too.
Now, Mario, from the list that's post-1950, who's your favorite top two if you had to vote on the greatest performer from what you witnessed, from what you've seen?
Well, from what I've seen, I have to actually go up to Bob Hayes.
You're going to Bob Hayes?
Because, first of all, he was very successful in both sports and actually had a degree in longevity, Vic.
Right.
That was another thing. I was going to say there's people who are more impactful in terms of just spectacle, which I think Bo Jackson was.
Yeah.
But because of how short-lived his career was,
yes,
I didn't put him in the same group.
Right.
But he certainly was impactful.
Yeah, he was. First of all, I'm going to go to the first. The first is Bob Hayes. That's just respect. It's one thing to be the fastest man. And most of the time, sprinters don't necessarily convert over to being the best in football. He was, I believe, was he Dallas Cowboys, I believe?
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. So he was equally as good at a time where you just didn't get the coverage. So I'm always go to the first. So I'm going to default to the first. But if I had to bring it up to what I've seen, I'm awestruck by Bo Jackson and also Deion, prime time. Who's going to get the edge? The one who won Super Bowls, the one who won championships. So, that's the part. I have to go like this. Bo showed me more, but did not have enough time to go through the life cycle. But if I had to just go right now, prime time kind of delivered. And I got to give a little bit of the edge to prime time. Just a little because he's football, Super Bowl. So that's just me. I'm not trying to say that you guys have to agree. I'm not trying to go there. But I would say Bob Hayes, number one, equally 1A with Deion Sanders. That makes it easy for me to go to what's up. Now I get to go into what Mario's paying attention to yesterday. Look, Kansas City got their asses handed to them yesterday. Mario's depressed. He got depressed. You watched the game, right?
I was not depressed. Too bad. You lost one.
You
Get
lost
over
one.
it. Go
Well,
get
yeah.
a burger.
Wait a minute. Let me just say this.
Get some meatless meat.
Kansas City suffers its first loss. Patrick Mahomes was hounded, and I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, their pass rush was on.
Oh,
Pass
no, wait.
rush was on.
Not only the pass rush, the rush. The offense was just running down Kansas City's throat.
They got unmasked.
Oh, got unmasked, right. So, am I surprised? Not a big deal, man. Not a big deal. Every team is striking up a loss and surprise. Dallas is on their skirts where the trend is going the other way. Rams going the other way. Hey, shockingly, the Raiders are 3-2. Guess what, you guys? Watch out. They may be 500 or better. What I'm going to go to, I don't know what's more shocking. Kansas City literally losing his first game, or Mason Rudolph. And when I say that, Mason Rudolph of the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're not going to have a display up here, getting like his lunch handed to him. And I don't know if you saw the game.
I did. I saw the hit.
What was it that in your mind hit you first? Was it because it was a legal hit and they didn't throw anything? 2, he was out. I mean, out.
Well, it was a unique combination. You know, when you look at where he was hit, he got hit at what the boxers call the sweet spot, kind of.
Right.
Which is the chin.
Right, the chin.
Right at the chin. Now, I don't know whether or not how that correlates medically or not, but I do know that he showed signs that he was on his way out before he hit the ground. He wasn't totally out, but he was getting confused on the way down. When he was there, when he hit the ground, then
he was done.
Then he was still out.
He was done.
So but it was really the unique where he got hit.
Right.
Didn't get hit up here. It really was kind of hit on the chin.
Absolutely.
And the way the boxers talk about hitting somebody with those hooks, bam.
Right.
And so, but at least he showed early signs that it was just a concussion.
Okay. And I'm all for that.
He didn't show any signs, at least initially.
He didn't. And here's the part where, listen, $1 billion industry, okay? Concussion protocol. Man is knocked out. Everybody know he was seeing stars and stripes while his eyes is closed. No disrespect. It's time to go take him off the field, and the cart breaks. And they have no backup cart. So he has to walk off wobbly leg. Let me try to figure this out, dude.
Well, they used to walk you off.
NFL can't afford a backup cart. All right.
Well, now you got another thing. Even though we came from the era where they didn't have carts, they kind of either put you in a wheelbarrow.
Wait a minute. What are you trying to say?
I just remember how somebody big would get hurt. Back in the day, they didn't have any carts.
So wait a minute.
They gotta just stood around like, dang, he's hurt. Who's gonna lift that big mofo? I don't know.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that's through recommend? These are gladiators.
No. I think in today's world, that now becomes we adjust our expectations. Now you can't just have a cart. According to Victor Allen, you got to have 2 carts.
You got to have a backup cart.
And I can tell you, if you do the statistical analysis.
Right.
Usually, if you want to make sure you're prepared for all emergencies, you need more than 2. It's a little over 2. That's why they usually have 2 backups. You can have 3 copies.
Have one.
You need 3 copies. So, if that's going to be the standard, good luck. So where to park these bad boys.
See, this is what Mario did. Because I got to understand, Mario's going, there go my son. And he got lit. Mario's going like this. I can see it now going like this. They all trying to help him. Back the hell up. Get up, son. Get up. Walk it off.
I was actually thinking there's my transgender daughter.
See, you want your son to get up so you can show, I got this. Back up. Just back up. Or do you want to see him wheelbarrow to the sideline? Which one?
Hey. Well, I can tell you. Hey, Vic, and people are putting in the chat room, with all these injured quarterbacks, you think Kaepernick can get a job?
Sure. He get Democratic committee. something. Oh man, throwing pitch man. See if Amy can catch the ball. Yeah, you can get a job. Not in this lifetime.
Not in this lifetime,
man. Canadian Football League's waiting. I'm sorry. I want to see him get something. So I'm just saying this. Next time NFL, have a backup card. That was embarrassing because I watched his legs. I watched him walking. And Mason, he wasn't, ginger. Mario, they sit there and say, do you want a cart when you get hit in your private parts and you can't move?
Yeah, they should at least have some kind of a transport vehicle. How about just a wheelchair? Yeah. I mean, that's what they have at the hospital. When you roll to the hospital, they don't get a cart for your ass.
Right.
They have a gurneys.
Right.
Which anybody can have a gurney.
Right.
And anybody can have a wheelchair.
Absolutely.
You don't have to have a cart.
Yeah.
You have a regular old gurney parked in there.
Yeah. Hey, for you guys who are making good points on the quarterback injured, that we covered that last week, where so many of them are getting injured, and who's going to rebound and who's going to make a comeback, and hopefully we'll see that because I really want to see him healthy. Not that it's not cool, but I like what Brissett is doing at Indy. Man, he looks like he's plugging in, and the Saints. Oh my God,
Bridgewater.
Oh man, I mean,
looking good.
The formula works now. We don't know what's going to happen with the Rams and the Chargers. We're trying to figure that out. They're not winning. All right. Hey, I want to go over to what I call Doha Mommy Gold. The ladies at Doha. And if you guys are going, what's Doha? It is kind of what they call the odd year of the World Track and Field Championships. So they just completed. It's 10 days. The United States came in, and I mean, when I say the team delivered probably more in an area where it's historic accomplishments. The ones that really stand out are the ladies who are moms winning gold. And that's Nia Ali. Had her two children there, won the 100-meter hurdles, won gold. Allison Felix, 400-meter relay, won gold. And I have to give shout-outs to Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, 100-meter and 400-meter relay champion. She's a mommy. So what is this saying? And yes, fellas, you can't say this. Well, I got kids. It ain't the same. These ladies are delivering, and I think they're setting a standard. I want to give a shout-out to them. I don't know if you caught it, but they were in Qatar, Doha, and it was so hot they had to run the marathon at midnight. Now, I want you guys to understand. How do you prepare?
Global warming.
Wait a minute. Mark, let me just say this. Could you do your best performance athletically at midnight?
I used to, Vic.
Oh, no. Here we go.
I used to do my best at midnight, 2 a.m. That's what I would get, as you would say, in stride.
There we go. So we know.
I would get in stride.
So Mario had his own decathlon,
and
right?
Get in the zone.
Okay. I won't even go into the steps.
I'll get in the zone, Vic.
I'm staying away from it. So, hey, look, much love. Watching those people drop out at the marathon at midnight, after midnight. And dude, it was like 90-something. And people were when they were running, they were pouring water over them. And it was just people stopping. They couldn't do it, and it was after midnight, man.
You got to move to where it's cooler.
Right. What can I say? All right. Going over to my little segment. This is the part I love. I call it, Yes, I Bought That. And so we're going to go, regardless, past and or current moments. You're going to see this as ongoing. I'm going to pick 2 or 3 moments where we say, yes, I bought that. And whether it was a best investment, okay investment, jacked up investment.
I hope y'all are watching this because we know y'all bought some stupid stuff in your time. I know I have.
So here we go. This is called protecting your ass, right? Marquise Daniels. You guys remember him. Marquise. $100,000 necklace resembling his head. He commissioned a jeweler to use 3D laser technology to design a necklace that resembled his head. The piece was made entirely of 14-karat gold and diamonds. Even the hair was made of black diamond chains. The price of the necklace is really unknown for 1,300 grams of gold and diamonds plus the cost of labor, and price markup puts the estimated cost at $100,000. Mario.
Too bad it doesn't look like more money. It's like he got all these diamonds and you don't see any glistening of the diamond things. So therefore you don't get the diamond kind of effect.
He's not showing it. He's
At
not.
least it doesn't appear to. I mean, the first thing I looked at it was, I said, well, what did they make it of? But looking at this, I mean, that hair is supposed to be black diamonds.
Yes. And
Yeah, I don't get it.
We don't get to see
I don't
the
get
actual.
to see.
don't get-
It doesn't have any bling.
Right.
Doesn't have any
What's-
bling to me. I
Right.
don't know. It
It's
just needs
it's
more bling or something. It looks.
It's a concept drawing.
Yeah, but then again, I guess the diamond part kind of gets lost because as part of the coloring of the diamonds, you lose some of that flash.
Would you spend $100,000?
No,
Okay. All right. Let's
No.
let's go to the next.
no.
The next, Floyd Mayweather, $18 million watch. The billionaire watch from luxury jeweler Jacob and Company. $18 million. Is there a watch that will motivate you, Mario?
No.
Is there a watch that'll get you into the $1 million lane?
Watching you take off some of that, if I had to pick one of my little cutie pies.
Right. No, stop.
I was just thinking about Sanaa Lathan, but
Get-
anyway.
All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the third one, and then we're going to say best investment even with the risk. You think 18 million is it? Let's go over to the boy who knows it all. 38 Studios, Curt Schilling. Schilling opted to try his hand in the video game industry. The pitcher went all in. Without diving into every detail, Schilling, or if you want to call it, Curt, invested nearly every penny he earned from his career. It
Schilling.
backfired. He put in $50 million and everything went bust. The company folded everything, lost all that money. Now, Mario, at the time, if somebody laid three options for you to go invest, $18 million watch, because you can get return, $100,000 head.
Say it again, Vic. $100,000 head.
$100,000 head.
I don't know. That's is Corinne Steffens coming out of retirement?
I'm leaving that alone.
Okay, all right.
Or 38, the studio video gaming industry, because you think that's the next evolution. Which one was the worst or the best at the time? At the time, if you look at it and say, well, Floyd was spending money, was at the height. Curt was spending money at his height of his career, if you want to call it that. And then, of course, the $100,000 head by Marquise. What was the best investment for return?
I guess the watch you can resell, you could probably do something with it.
All right. Yeah.
I don't think you could resell the head. It's a lot to spend for a little head. As I can tell you. Usually it's a lot cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper, right?
You usually just have to promise dinner. Promise.
See, so without a doubt, and you don't really get to hear this. I don't know if maybe Mike Tyson. I have to go look. 50 million, and you didn't even check everything. Just went all in.
That's why I needed somebody to invest in my project. I have stinky chips.
Right.
They're these potato chips that
we
taste
go.
good, but they
Here we
really
go.
don't smell that good.
What's up?
And then I got my own brand of tampons. They got a slogan: uptight, out of sight, in the groove. That's what I'm saying. So I got all of this.
You're not really getting women to cheer for you, right?
I'm saying I got a whole bunch of products.
Yeah, okay.
I'm coming out.
How are you going
my
to-
own. I got my own brand of hemorrhoid ointment.
But he don't put this in the Trump report.
I got a hemorrhoid ointment that comes with an applicator shaped like a finger.
See, so he
I got-
wasted my segment. To
I
get
got all kind of
why?
products.
But
Well, you got me inspired now.
You
I
get
wanna
on-
know where you invest
on the
in my
political
product.
report. He becomes like.
I
Let me
do,
give
because I
let
want
me
you to
give
invest
that
in my
information.
hemorrhoid ointment.
I'm staying within this, and then he wastes her mind to sit back and go off.
I think I just want you to make some money in my hemorrhoid ointment because I see some of your friends.
My new sports is over. I'm not taking it anymore, man.
Mr. Allen's New Sports, where you can find all about the hemorrhoid ointment. A little dab will do you. What can I say? Come here every week. There's a recurring segment on the Morning Coffee with Mario show. Mr. Allen's New Sports, with all the wonderful sporty things, sporty drinks, sporty dress.